From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now, the latest news.
Kylie Conway has the latest news. The top headlines. News you can use.
Please stand by.
Sponsored by LCS Heating and Cooling. Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Monday, March 8th. A beautiful day in store. Already a nice start with plenty of sunshine. We're going to climb into the 60s today. So if you have a chance, make some plans to get outside and enjoy that sunshine. And today, the month of March safety plan comes into focus. Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett and IMPD Police Chief Randall Taylor will talk about crime prevention during March Madness. City leaders will talk about violence reduction. They're installing more cameras downtown, putting public safety ambassadors in place. The city will also detail a new partnership with a locally developed app to help people talk with officials. It's at 10 o'clock this morning, this event. We'll be live streaming it on wishtv.com. The Indiana Farmers Coliseum is ready for tip-off this afternoon. The Horizon League tweeted a time-lapse video. It's really cool. You should go online to find that at wishtv.com. Crews are changing the ice rink into a basketball court. It's awesome. Both the men's and women's conference semifinals are today. The IUPUI Lady Jaguars take the court to face Milwaukee at 2 this afternoon. The conference championship games will be tomorrow. The Farmers Coliseum will be home to games for the men's tournament as well. Butler University's campus is in the March Madness spirit this morning. Crews are busy over the weekend. They installed window graphics on the Health and Recreation Complex that's right next door to Hinkle Fieldhouse, where men's tournament games will be played. In 1 week, the men's bracket will be set. We'll find out who and where teams will be playing throughout the state. Conference championships this week will decide which teams get an automatic bid to the big dance. From there, the selection committee will fill out the rest of the bracket. The first 4 games will be played next Thursday, March 18th in West Lafayette and Bloomington. Today is the final push to cross the finish line. A new crowd of thousands will get their COVID-19 vaccines at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. IMS President Doug Bowles says the drive-through clinic gave out 12,000 doses just yesterday. Appointments for today, the final day, are fully booked. Bowles says 98% of people showed up for their scheduled shot. He says it's been an incredible sight to see at Speedway.
You start the green flag in the morning, and the checker flag doesn't end until it's dark. Our team's done an amazing job. The state health folks have done an amazing job. The National Guard has been a blast to work with. It's just really been neat to see an entire community, not just the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but an entire community of Hoosiers come together to help our fellow Hoosiers out. That's been the most gratifying part about the last 72 hours and the next 24 to come.
According to Bowles, the track could host another mass vaccination site this summer if there is enough vaccine. Starting this week, Meijer will begin vaccinating Indiana teachers. The retailer's goal is to provide shots to 10,000 teachers. Meijer is partnering with the Indiana State Teachers Association. There'll be a dozen clinics set up to give vaccinations. Teachers can sign up on Meijer's website or text ISTA to 75049. That's ISTA. Shoot that text to 75049. Once you've registered, you'll get an appointment time. As new coronavirus cases level out and vaccinations increase, several governors are easing pandemic restrictions. Britt Conway reports, though, health experts worry it may be too soon and we could see another surge.
This week marks 1 year since the pandemic officially began, March 11th, 2020.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Restrictions put in place to limit the spread of the virus are easing up little by little. Some governors are starting by expanding capacity. That's the route Ohio and Michigan are taking.
Because our numbers are low and our vaccinations are high, we feel like we can do this responsibly.
With the vaccine, we're now on the offense. That's the great thing. But in Ohio, we can't give up the defense.
Other states are lifting mask mandates, including Mississippi, North Dakota, Iowa, Montana, and Texas.
We have to get our economy rolling so that individuals can get back to work.
But health experts worry it's too soon.
We will be able to open up the country, open up the economy, but not at a time when we have circulating variants.
The variant they're most concerned about is the one first spotted in the UK.
It is doubling in every 10 days. It's spreading exponentially.
Vaccines offer protection, but vaccinations take time. A CNN analysis shows 70% of the U.S. population could be fully vaccinated by the end of July and 85% by mid-September. Until then, health experts say we need to stick to what we know works.
The only freedom a mask inhibits is the freedom of the virus to spread and kill people.
I'm Britt Conway reporting.
Dr. Anthony Fauci is confident more COVID-19 vaccines will be available in the coming weeks. Fauci says the decline in coronavirus cases has plateaued around 60 to 70,000 new cases per day. He says that is not an acceptable level. Fauci is also laying out a timeline for when students may be able to get the shot.
We project that high school students will very likely be able to be vaccinated by the fall term.
Dr. Fauci went on to say elementary school students could get the vaccine by the first quarter of 2022. Yesterday marked another day of well more than 2 million Americans receiving the COVID-19 vaccine. On Saturday, the U.S. reached the single-day record of 2.9 million shots. The Biden coronavirus task force coordinator says that makes it 3 record-breaking days in a row. So far, more than 90 million total doses have been administered nationwide. That's according to the CDC COVID data tracker. President Biden's COVID-19 relief bill could arrive on his desk as early as tomorrow. That's when the House is scheduled to vote on the Senate's version of the bill. Democratic leaders are still urging their Republican counterparts to throw support behind the bill. But Republicans argue the bill funds far more than just expenses related to the health crisis.
A majority of Republican citizens support it. A majority of Democratic citizens, Republican citizens, and independent citizens support this bill. And hopefully now that they've seen we can do it without them, they'll join us and do it with us.
When people find out what's in this bill, they're going to lose a lot of any enthusiasm they may have for it right now, because this was not really about coronavirus in terms of the spending. This was a liberal wish list of liberal spending.
If the House approves the bill and the president signs it, stimulus checks of $1,400 could start going out in a matter of days. The tax filing season could cause delays in the process. Cities in Hamilton County are making sure people can pay their respects to those who died of coronavirus in the past year. The county's Night of Reflection is set for this Saturday. People are encouraged to place candles in their window at 7 o'clock that night. Free battery-powered candles are available. You can pick them up at several locations. That includes all Hamilton County libraries, Cool Creek Nature Center, Fisher's Parks Office, and Monon Community Center.
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Sue, returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
President Biden signs an executive order to expand voting access today, marking the anniversary of Bloody Sunday. The move comes just days after the House passed an ethics and election package aimed at ensuring voter rights. The Indianapolis branch of the NAACP says the bills are a step forward. News 8's Logan Gay spoke to the organization about the possible impacts here in Indiana.
Voting should be as accessible as possible.
Tawan Garrett with the NAACP branch 3053 tells me members of the organization are thrilled to see President Biden expand voting rights 56 years after Bloody Sunday.
What better way to honor those freedom fighters that really sacrificed a lot to pretty much ensure that there's equal access to voting across the land.
The order directs the heads of all federal agencies to submit proposals for the prospective agencies to promote voter registration and participation within 200 days. The executive order also expands voter access and registration efforts for communities often overlooked in outreach, including the disabled, military serving overseas, and the incarcerated. These are issues, Garrett says, we have seen here locally.
You have to have an excuse for absentee ballot. In some states, there's no excuse for absentee ballot. We shouldn't be trying to sift out people. We should actually be trying to get more people included.
This move comes after Republicans in state houses across the country are trying to advance bills some are calling voter suppression legislation. Garrett hopes the community will reflect on the power of the black vote and what it took to get this order and encourage others to participate.
Voting is the most sacred thing you can have. And so like with anything, something that is highly coveted and highly sacred, it always going to come under some form of attack. So the best way to do it is remain engaged.
I'm Logan Gay from Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
The Indianapolis branch says it hopes to see more voting sites, more use of technology, and extended hours at the polls. Today, jury selection is set to begin in the murder trial of a former police officer in Minneapolis. Derek Chauvin is charged in George Floyd's death. City officials are beefing up security measures ahead of the court proceedings. Crews fortified the government building hosting the trial with barbed wire fencing and barriers. There's extra protection around police precincts, too. Yesterday, people gathered to show support for Floyd and his family. Demonstrators marched silently through the city's downtown.
Best thing for everyone is for everyone to be held accountable equally. There is a hope and a peace in the midst of the tension. There's a lot of tension, and we can't deny that.
The mayor of Minneapolis is encouraging that protests stay peaceful in the coming days and weeks. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is expressing defiance as members of his own party call for him to step down. Democrat State Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart Cousins is joining the list of lawmakers demanding Cuomo's resignation. On Saturday, 2 more women accused the governor of inappropriate behavior. They previously worked for Cuomo. There are now 5 accusers. Cuomo held a press conference yesterday saying there is no way he would resign. State and national Democrats are speaking up about the allegations.
I think that there are a lot of grounds for his impeachment. There's also a lot of grounds for his resignation.
The allegations of each of the women has to be taken seriously. They're deeply troubling. Women have to be listened to.
On top of sexual harassment allegations, the New York Times and Wall Street Journal cited an internal report claiming Cuomo's administration reworked data about the deaths of nursing home patients in hospitals. Pope Francis is on his way back to Italy. The pontiff wrapped up his historic visit to Iraq today. There was a farewell ceremony at the Baghdad airport earlier this morning. Shortly before boarding his flight, Pope Francis tweeted, "I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to all the women, especially the women of Iraq, courageous women who continue to give life in spite of wrongs and hurts. May women be respected and protected." Harry and Meghan are sharing their first public comments since their split from the British royal family. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle sat down with Oprah Winfrey for an interview that aired last night. The couple is allowed to speak more freely about the royal family now that the split is official, and they didn't hold back. Markle said royal life took away her freedom, and the British press encouraged outdated and even racist tradition. Markle revealed she'd even contemplated suicide, saying, "I was really ashamed to say it at the time and ashamed to have to admit it to Harry especially because I knew how much loss he has suffered. But I knew if I didn't say it that I would do it, and I just didn't want to be alive anymore." Meanwhile, Queen Elizabeth II delivered her annual message in honor of Commonwealth Day yesterday. She gave her speech just hours before the highly anticipated interview aired in the U.S., but did not mention the couple. Now to business headlines. Realtor.com says it still makes financial sense to buy a home in Indianapolis despite price increases last year. It says the median price of a home in the area is $279,000. The median mortgage payment is about $1,190, and the median rent payment is slightly higher at $1,199. Both take about 22% of monthly income. Generally, the sooner you file your taxes, the sooner you'll see your refund in the bank. For the 2020 filing season, the average federal tax refund for individuals was $2,707. The average refund in Indiana was $2,662. Apple is no longer making the iMac Pro, once the most powerful computer the company offered. For those looking to get their hands on the all-in-one Mac, they can still do so for a limited time. The $4,999 standard model can still be purchased on Apple's website, but only while supplies last. Once existing inventory runs out, the iMac Pro will no longer be available. While the pandemic accelerated adoption of mobile ticketing, organizations are going to great lengths and expense to secure the data that comes with it. The worry is that tickets could be hacked or privacy violated. It is easier to prevent counterfeit ticket fraud, however. GasBuddy.com, it's issued a warning Thursday that motorists could see the national average for a price of regular unleaded hit $3 per gallon by Memorial Day. AAA says in central Indiana, the average is $2.73 a gallon. A month ago, it was $2.32. All right, now to the Pacers. You can buy game tickets for the second half of the season starting today. Tickets to games from March 17th to April 21st will go on sale at noon. Tickets to the final 9 home games will be April 19th. The Blue and Gold allowed 3,000 fans in the stands for its March 4th game against the Denver Nuggets. Team officials say they'll continue to slowly bring back more fans. Domantas Sabonis has a new trophy this morning. The Pacers forward won last night's skills challenge at the NBA All-Star Game. Sabonis told reporters he wanted to come out and make sure he got it done after coming in second last year. He flew through the first 2 rounds of the competition. Sabonis then beat the Orlando Magic center Nikola Vucevic and got the win. The skills competition had full range of challenges for the players that include dribbling, passing, shooting, and layups. Sabonis is celebrating another win, too. For the 4th year in a row, Team LeBron won, beating Team Durant 170-150. Sabonis played 18 minutes, scoring 2 points, had a rebound, and 1 assist. He said it was a privilege to be in the game.
Really honored to be here, excited to represent the Pacers and the organization for 2 years in a row. And just go out there and have fun. Skill challenge, just hopefully get lucky like last year and go far. We'll see what comes out. Hopefully I will be dunking, but last year I got fouled every time I tried to do something. So hopefully this year I can sneak in an easy bucket. And then in the game, just go have fun and enjoy it.
Indianapolis was supposed to host the All-Star Game this year. The city will now hold the 2024 All-Star Game. Pacers rookie Cassius Stanley wants redemption after losing in the slam dunk contest. Stanley's first dunk of the night, he scored 44 out of 50. Then he struggled. His second dunk, he got 37 out of 50 after missing a couple attempts. Stanley didn't score enough to move into the final round, but he hopes to get another chance in the future. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway, online at wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
The News 8 Daily 8 is sponsored by LCS Heating and Cooling.
Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast.
The News 8 Daily 8 with Kylie Conway. And be sure to discover even more great podcasts now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.